Well, hey, boys and girls. Welcome back to your next drawing lesson. We're still at the farm, and I came across this adorable little cow, and I thought we'd give this one a try to go along with our piggies. I just finished this one up. If you can tell, it's still a little bit wet and shiny. We're going to do the drawing lesson today, but we'll add that blue watercolor paint next in our next lesson. Isn't he cute? All right, let me move him in a safe location and talk about what you'll need today. All right, you'll need a piece of paper and a pencil to draw with. You probably remember that the art teacher is going to use a black pencil just because it's easier to see it. Okay, and you'll need some crayons in a little while. I'm going to probably use black and brown, but when you get ready to add the spots on your cow, it doesn't have to be a traditional black and brown. You can use which color you want. Okay. All right. Let me scoot those out of the way because I don't need those yet. So let's see. Oh, I like it when our cow is next to us. So let me bring him back a minute. I'll just be super careful. All right. So if you could tell, we're going to start with the biggest shape we see on this paper. And his nose is really big nose, right? So it's an oval, but you might end up with a circle or an oval. Either one of them work. So we don't have to be worried about, remember, trying to be just like the one you see, not just like mine. It just kind of cow-ish today. Okay, so it is pretty much the biggest shape though. So if it ends up kind of crooked like this one, that's really cute. I'll try to make this one a little bit straighter. Either one is fine. Did you see it? I'm practicing just like we learned how to do with the piggies. All right, that's a pretty big shape. All right, so that'll be the first one you can try. And then I can't see all of his body, but I can see a little bit of his neck. So it kind of starts here where his neck would be and it goes out a little bit. And then I do the other side. Starts here and it goes out a little bit. Again, the nice thing about being cartoons is they don't have to be perfect, right? So that's kind of what we have so far. This is going to be a curved line. If you did those mouse drawings with me, we did a mouse drawing where I called this an arch, like drawing a rainbow right there. So I'm going to do the arch up here. There we go. Look, it's not even the same on both sides, and I'm not going to worry. It looks cute. Okay. All right. Remember his little black circles are called pupils. I think on this one, I'll try a circle. I'm sorry, that's not a circle, Miss Broderick. That's an oval. And then I'm going to put a pupil inside. Okay, so these work too. You can do it like this or like this. Okay, his nostrils, again, I'm going to make those kind of big, and they're going to be all the way out to the sides. All right, cute smile, just like we did before. Right, and now, these little bumps are little baby horns, right? So I don't want to make them too big. So his horns are first. Now the cows are so cute because their ears are kind of big and floppy, right? So that would be the only part that I think would be tricky today. So let's do my trick I like to show kids. I'm going to actually do the bottom of his ear first, which is almost like drawing a smile, like this. Then I can do the top of the ear. Did you see I ran out of room? My cute cow is so big he's going off the page, and that's okay. All right, same thing on this side. I'm going to do like a smile. I'm going to do the bottom of his ear first, and then I can finish the top of his ear. All right. Oh my goodness. They're cute. One's going down, one's going up. Just adds to how cute he is. Now, you might see some drawings where cows have really long eyelashes. So I am going to give this one some eyelashes. You do not have to. It's totally up to you. Cute. And right now we can't really 100% tell he's a cow until we give him some spots. So some on his neck. I'm probably not going to ask you to put spots on his nose. Remember, this is called his muzzle. Unfortunately, if you put spots here, it would just look like he's got some food stuck on his face. But we can put a spot, maybe I'll put one over here and one over here and maybe one over here, right? Oh my goodness, look how cute already. Your cow drawing is done. You might need one more spot here. That's good. All right, now let's talk about adding some color. So I do need some room to move around. So let me move him out of the way. Okay. So in your lesson today, I'd like you to think about what color you would like on the spots. For Miss Broderick, I am just going to use brown. And a trick is to trace the brown first, trace the lines first, I'm sorry, and then I just color in that space. All right, then I know where to stay. And usually on a project like this, the darker you color, the better. Right, so that's good. I'm going to turn my paper so it's easier to hold it. I'm going to outline first, and then I'm going to color in that spot pretty dark. Outline first. Outline means I'm tracing the pencil. Like that. Let's see, where else did I have a spot? All right, so let me fast forward and I'll finish those other few spots. Alrighty, friends, there's my spots. Now you might have wondered why I said I needed a black too. Especially if I was using pencil, it's very hard to see the pencil line, okay? So that's what my black is for. All the other pencil lines, any pencil line I did is going to get traced in black. And do you see how I'm turning the paper sometimes? That's just keeping my hand from accidentally smudging the crayon marks. So I like to turn my page so I don't accidentally put my hand in it and make it move around. Right? Now sometimes kids stop there, but if I did it in pencil, I do want to trace it. Even the smile. Okay, coming along. All right, I haven't done this part yet. And his horns, and his horns, and the ear. All right, I think it would be a good idea to still trace around his spots. And you can probably tell by you guys watching how much better it looks once I finish tracing. Tracing a spot, and I did save the eyes for last. All right, so the eye, pupil, eyelashes. Eye, the pupil, eyelashes. There we go. Cute work today. All right, friends, when you're finished with the drawing lesson and the coloring, you are done with today's activity. Save these for me. You will not have to send me a picture of it this week because next week is when you get to add some of that watercolor paint. Let me think. I don't remember if our our kindergarten students have painted yet this year. So I'll send a note and remind you that we're going to need some blue watercolor paint to finish up the last of your cow drawing. So we'll do that in the next lesson. Bye, friends. I'm super proud of you.